I just had to come on and vent. I don't know. But yesterday, I posted that we were fine. We were literally sandwiched in by 3 cities that got tornadoes, less than 15 miles from here, in like either direction. And we were lucky enough at our area on the East Coast to just get, tropical storm conditions. But, those tropical storm conditions are going to create a damage they otherwise might not have damaged if your home was already damaged by those tornadoes, because those tornadoes hit before the storm officially began doing its thing to us. And how can I say anything else but luckily, fortunately, saw really no effects from the tornadoes or the storm itself. And, I was feeling anxious and, sad is too menial of a word. Devastated, heartbroken for those who were already impacted by Helene and those who were bracing themselves to get the direct hit of Milton. And seeing these videos of people writing their names and their birth dates and who to contact because they couldn't evacuate and they were right in direct path. It was just, it was hard to be watching all of that while awaiting the storm that you knew you were not going to be so severely impacted by. And then these tornadoes popped up, And we always get tornado warnings when there's a hurricane. And usually, at least in my memories and experience, if a tornado did hit, it was plopping down in an open field, causing no real destruction, no devastating destruction. So for these hurricanes to just be slamming down like it was the Twister movie and doing what it did, it was just unheard of. It was shocking. We're not prepared for tornadoes in Florida. We don't have basements. We don't have, tornado shelters. That's just not something we prepare for in Florida. We got our hurricanes. That's what we attempt to, survive through. So these tornadoes just ripping through and then the storm hitting. My point is, yesterday, it hit me around lunchtime. I was sitting at the dining table, eating a sandwich I prepared before the storm so that we had some sandwiches made should we lose power. And they were ready to go and we didn't have to fumble around to make anything. And I'm eating that with some chips. One of the snacks we got to have if we lost power. And I was just sitting there scrolling on my phone, and this wave of guilt just came over me. And I just felt so bad to be eating my little wrap, thinking about the people who are wandering in their home that has no roof, no walls, their stuff is here and yonder, cars are up a tree, and I'm sitting there eating my wrap, and I am 15 miles away from these people who have lost everything and are trying to figure out what's next. And it just stuck with me, and it still is, like, through every moment of my day. Like, I was looking at my kids on the couch, fast asleep yesterday, as they're recovering from what we now know is the stomach flu. And I'm like, at least they can go through this stomach flu in the comfort of their own home, lounging on the couch with blankets and the TV and the air conditioning and their drinks, and they can recover in this little nest of safety. And it's like, wow, how lucky are they to be sick in our own home? you know. And, you know, it's every waking moment. I was brushing my teeth last night before bed going, I'm brushing my teeth in my own bathroom with my own toothbrush. And I'm not displaced. And, you know, I was griping about having cereal this morning. I've come to the conclusion after being alive for 39 years, I don't like cereal. It hit me this morning, but it also hit me this morning that I can just eat cereal. I didn't have to wait to eat it because we didn't have power. And I had the privilege to say, I really just don't want cereal this morning, you know? And, you know, our house is in just some disarray. We did a whole lot of laundry and we just were piling them in trash bags to be caught up so that if we lost power, we had laundry. And we haven't vacuumed. I haven't dusted this week. There's dog hair, there's cat hair, there's just dust, and it's layered. You know, you can swirl your finger in it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just want this put away. And I was like, can we dust and all this stuff? And then I was like, I have a home that can get filthy. I have a home that can get cluttered and disorganized. So how can I gripe about there being laundry bags everywhere and hair on my lampshades? Like, how can I gripe about that? You know? And I felt guilty for being annoyed by it because I have the luck and privilege to be annoyed by it. So yeah. You know, I was like, oh, I'm kind of sick of just eating sandwiches. I want to make a hot meal tonight. And took out something from the freezer to thaw because I could. We didn't lose power, so we didn't lose our food. And I can cook dinner in my own kitchen and give my family a hot meal. Like, everything is making me feel guilty. So, yeah. I was folding my kids' laundry to put away, finally, after being in those garbage bags. And I'm sitting on their bed, sorting the laundry, and pretzels lying on the floor at my feet. And I didn't have to worry about abandoning my dog or wondering if I could take my pet somewhere and if I would ever see them again. Yeah. My husband said it's survivor's guilt. So yeah, I didn't see that happening. You know, I'm an empathetic and sympathetic person, but I didn't foresee this happening. And, you know, we're going to be donating a lot of shelf-stable food. I think tomorrow we'll be in an area when my husband takes our car in to get an oil change. Our car's fine, and I'm guilty about going in and getting an oil change for it. But he'll be in the area where there's somebody collecting shelf-stable food. We can give him some extra water. And we didn't need to buy as many paper plates, so we can give him some extra packages of paper plates and stuff. But it's like, you can do that, but that's not making me feel any less guilt. So yeah. I didn't, You know, I always want to feel grateful, and I do often have to sit back in a day and go, take a breath and be grateful that you have the privilege of feeling whatever you're feeling. I have to do that on a daily basis, and I do feel it on a daily basis, but this supersedes that. So yeah. Okay. Thanks for listening. I hope y'all are okay. And I'll talk to you later.